Yeah. Well, you're welcome here.
But you're welcome here, and you're the queen.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. I just didn't want to talk about it, but it's something that I will work on as well and see a therapist, because I feel like I have been suppressing my emotions and everything, because what has happened, it wasn't like a minor thing. It was actually really major. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
It all started because of my name. People were not happy that my name is Chidimma and I am representing South Africa. So that is where it actually really started. And you know, people felt like, well, South Africans felt like I wasn't South African enough because of my name. And it was really sad to see. It was a very horrible experience, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, because I have lived there for 23 years. And it's heartbreaking to see that I wasn't welcomed and accepted.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're welcome here.
But you're
We
welcome
love
here, and you're the queen.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. I just didn't want to talk about it, but
Yeah.
it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking, and there were certain things that happened behind the scene that actually made me withdraw, and it was so heartbreaking to see that I had to withdraw close to the finale, and but a decision had to be made, and it really hit social media as well.
Yeah.
And there was some statements that came out from Home Affairs with regards to my mom's ID as well, and that is still a legal matter, so I'm not going to comment on that. But what I do know is that I was born in South Africa, and I am a South African, and I'm still proudly Nigerian as well. And I was really excited to get an invitation from Silverbird to represent Nigeria in Miss Universe Nigeria, to see that they saw that potential, and the love that I've received, it has been exceptional, not only from the group, from the organization, from the girls, but from Nigeria as well, and all over the world. And that's my whole journey.
I'm talking about that journey you went through, that you had to withdraw from the competition, the Miss SA competition. How are you really?
So it has been a hectic one. I think I've been avoiding, talking about it, because it is an emotional one for me. I just cried earlier because I was like, no, it's not a nice feeling, because I think
You can take a moment.
I think I need to get used to speaking about it.
You can take a moment.
Yeah, so it's just not a nice feeling at all. And I think I've been avoiding it a lot. And only now it's like starting to cloud me and it's affecting me. So it's something that I will work on as well and see a therapist, because I feel like I have been suppressing my emotions and everything, because what has happened, it wasn't like a minor thing. It was actually really major. And
That means you're not doing okay.
yes, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I was speaking about the revocation of your South African citizenship. I know the feelings are still very raw and emotions are still very high at the moment, but are you still going to be paying a trip to South Africa? Is there still bad blood? What's it like right now? I know there's a lot you're dealing with, but what's it right now for you as part of South Africa and the relationships you have with the country going forward?
I think after winning, I really put that behind me. I am now a representation of not only Nigeria, but Africa, and that includes South Africa as well.
Nice.
So there is no bad blood. I'm still really grateful for this opportunity, and I really hope that someday we'll still come together and really get rid of all this hate and banter that we use to joke around, because I think most of the times we tend to not know the difference. Some people think it's just jokes. Some people actually really do take it personally, but I really hope that we just live in a space where there's not a lot of hate like this. That I think me being crowned Miss Africa is actually for a reason. So
Okay. I think it's to change the narrative as well.
Yeah.
Lastly, what lessons do you feel like you've learned from this entire experience?
I think number one, the power of unity. We were in Mexico we celebrated a Day of the Dead, and all of us came together to celebrate this day. And it was such a powerful moment for me because I advocate for unity in diversity. So for me to see 125 countries come together to celebrate a culture, and we still understand each other, and all the smiles, the happiness, the food and everything, that was really powerful for me. So I think it's just realizing the power of unity, respect, which I'm really glad I got to have that question as well. Respect, and also I really learned a lot about myself, not only on that day but throughout this whole journey. I really learned a lot about who I really am.
So,
one thing you must understand, or you must learn from this video, is that Chichi has gotten over that South Africa migration identity issue that always make her cry, to show you that she has stepped further. I mean, her level has changed. The previous videos you just watched, they asked her a question about the migration issue, her ID, she cried. Maybe she was thinking that South Africa is her whole world, not knowing that South Africa is just one part of the places that she will have to visit. In fact, you having dual nationality, you are not a disadvantaged person. You see that in the previous videos, they asked her a question, a revocation of your ID, it made her cry. But now, she just smiles, she's gotten over it. She's won the power of unity. She's the queen of Africa, and even South Africa as well. She stated that. So, all those things that made her cry, she has grown above it. Those things doesn't bother her anymore. We are not even talking about ID to her anymore, because she's a global personality. She's someone who has spotlight. Whatsoever thing he says now, bloggers, news people are carrying it. So you don't expect her to even be thinking and dying of South Africa, ID, whatever. No, not anymore. Level has changed. So she has got nothing to do with ID cancelled, ID revoked, ID this, ID that. She, at her level now, she can decide to live anywhere she wants to live in the whole world. We are talking about the second most beautiful young lady in the universe. The world is just focusing on her. If you like, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to various social media handles. A lot of people are hailing her. Chichi this, Chichi that. That was when, in the build-up of the competition, she thought that maybe if she did not win, if she did not make it, they would bash her more. And God works in mysterious ways. Imagine if she has finished top 30, so South Africans will release hell on her. Those that are even calling her out that she finish as runners-up, they are ignorant. Even in your whole family or your whole generation, if they should go into beauty pageant, it's not easy to achieve that feat. It's not even easy to make it as first runners-up and become Queen of Africa and Oceania. So this lady has achieved more than what she ever expected. So some of us that are Christian, Bible said that God is able to do more than what we ask or think. God has done to her more than what she's asking or think. If you look at that Miss Universe Top 5 announcement, she was the first person that was called, and it's as if she wanted to cry or something. He never believed it. So that's life for you. No more. You can't see her cry about any when they ask her a question about South Africa ID. No, you see how she answered that question confidently. Unlike the previous interviews she granted, they will ask her, she start crying. She says, she's an ugly crier. No more cries. All laughter and just move on. She's moved on.